Okay. Hello. Welcome to my virtual trading journal for today at the 14th of May, and I want to get a trade in there. Okay, so we're short short the MNQ here at 81. 4 lots on. Looking for a breakdown towards this mean reversion stuff. And okay, in the meantime, this will be a short stream. This is my virtual trading journal. This is the this is an evening or slow markets slow markets trade. Now, when we reach this spot right here, where be risk neutral. Football. I'm listening to something going on in my headset while I'm trying to talk, and I don't do that very well. So we'll see what happens. And this is only copy into 2. Since they couldn't get my stuff figured out yet. Problem with one of the accounts. So what I'm looking to do here is get risk neutral, and then, or, if they start selling off, that'll be great. If I can get risk neutral, then I will be able to think about my my stop loss positioning, which I don't ever move away. I did think about moving this one just above these swings. We'll see what happens here. What, Panda? Jesus, I'm trying to do something. Yeah, I know. What's the matter now? What do you need? So we got our risk neutral scale, huh? That's pretty cool. Now the worst that can happen is that we are that we scratch. Not sure exactly when that happened, but I was herding cats here. I got to get my music hooked up, going too. This is a micro. in MNQ. 4 lots, got 2 left. Now this should be, unfortunately, it's not a mini, but there we are. Once they get down here and break these lows, I'm thinking this thing is going to fall apart, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. I will, right now it's a scratch. If they can't get below, typically, I'll wait a minute here. We did have a VPOC migration up to here. So that's not a good thing. That's a caution Will Robinson there. I don't know how to mark this. I don't normally flag the overnight. Not sure what to do here. I think I'll just cancel that and give it a think for a minute. Yeah, that's a bad move there. That VPOC migration higher isn't a good thing. What have we got for orders here? Something? No real biggies hanging out, but this doesn't look good. This was basically a double top up here at the overnight high at 30 and 90. I'm sorry. It looks to me like we're going to maybe get stopped out here any second now, I would think. But you never know. Oh, there's 113 contracts sitting here. Well, that was, there they go. Well, that was a scratch, so there we are. And to the tick. Now, if that's all the further it goes, I'll be really disappointed because I could have easily moved that up above the previous high, which would be the location that most people would say you should do. Okay. But what I would have had to do there, had I done that, would be to move my target down, and I would not have been I would not have been taken out or scratched. I'm sorry, break even. Risk neutral, I should say. And then now look at it. What is this about? Is this some news or who knows what, huh? Though I should have been on the other side of that coin, I guess. Or short up here. That's the other side of it, but I'm not sure. They may be going up here to test these highs. The RTH close is right up here at 403. Got 59 contracts sitting out at this 400s. And that's closing the opening gap is what's happening here. There's the close. Here's the open. And they're pushing up here towards closing that gap. So I'm going to be happy that I have a risk neutral scale. And there you go. Jesus, I'm sick of that ad blocker shit. I don't know what to do about it, actually. I don't know how to just get rid of it. You would think that people like Chrome would build something that you can actually use without all this extemporaneous horse shit. I think Opera does that. I believe. Quickly monitor this here. Well, they've gotten up to the ETH high. They haven't quite closed the gap. We've got some liquidity sitting above us, and the gap close up there at 403 half. I will certainly not take another short here at this point. And I'm quite happy that I put that trade on and got scaled and a risk neutral. So, you know, once that happens, you just put on your helmet and see what happens. It's a random market. You never know. I don't really see this big gap that they're. Oh, that's because the boys on the slow markets, are Dakota and Jay, they're looking at the NQ, not the NMQ or MNQ. That could well be it. Let's see if it is it. No. No way. I don't know what the hell they're looking at. That's pretty weird. I mean, Here's the MNQ, and the NQ is essentially the same thing. There's no big gap. I mean, there's a little bit of a gap here that closed to there, but 37,403, 97 to 403. Well, I don't know. That's a puzzle. That's a puzzle for me. I'm not going to worry about it though. Well, there was a good opportunity short, but we've still got this area up above us. I almost did that on the double top. But that's just the right now we've got lower, higher highs and higher lows at the moment. Well, my inclination would be we're going short still, like I thought over here, but I missed it. I should have been up here. Disappointing. But my premise was that we was broken here. And then I see this close, liquidity, 65 contracts parked out here at 400. And I'm not convinced that they won't try to do that. If you look at the look at the Renko here. We haven't closed this contract yet. and I guess it's not lost that we are at the right at the POC also. So this basically was an outside in mean reversion. Pretty classic one. Darn it. Timing is everything, eh? But we keep migrating this POC north. And that's what got us right here. That's what shut this down movement off. I've just very fortunate to have gotten the scale out. And then they buzzed it right back up and took the stop. Now, will they do that again? I don't know. All a matter of timing. This would be 20 points on the other hand. We got 59 still sitting up here at 400. Oh, look at the dipsy doodle. That didn't last long. Yeah, I blew my opportunity here. And certainly not a time to jump in. I'm so disappointed I didn't re-engage right up here. And based on a call that a asymmetric trade, which is real simple to understand. It's if you take a short up here, your stop could literally be 2 ticks above it, and you know you're wrong. And the relationship or the ratio is an asymmetric ratio between your risk and your reward, possible reward. Simple. And now they're going to hammer it south, I guess. Oh, I just realized I had the damn Renko chart not updating. It's real simple. If I happen to go like that and this bar turns gray, this is going to stay right there. White or like that, then it's going to update. And right now we're just barcoding. And I'm not going to counter trend it or and I'm still not sure what gap they're talking about over on the NQ that Dakota's talking about. But that's pretty disappointing. That's, 20 points. Now we've just reached my original, or my second profit target. There's my risk neutral scale. Second profit target. But it reminds me I need to do a snap of all of this here somehow. Oh, I just saw that. When you move back and forth and this comes off and on, you lose your... Oh, that sucks. You lose your... Oh, maybe not, because it is a scratch. It is a dead scratch. No, I think that's okay. It's a dead scratch. Oops. I think that was a dead scratch. Actual, realized, unrealized, all that, but this is correct. It was 8 contracts and it came out a dead scratch, which is exactly right. There was our entry. There's risk neutral. Of course, didn't move the stop, and there we are. So it's a dead scratch. And now we're getting some migration south. Irritating. Irritating. Now, on the other side of the coin, at the nearly the identical entry, Dakota had his stop way up above where there was, 30-point stop loss with 5 minis and is now up $810. That's the difference. Up 8 points. That's the difference. And that's the previous NVPOC just below us. That doesn't look right either. Oh, wait a minute. I keep looking at the end, at the MES. So if you want to be realistic about it, we're barcoding, right? And here's where we're trading right now. And there was the gap that they're talking about was the close to the open. And we just more or less closed that gap right here. They're looking at the NQ, not the MNQ. So that makes a difference. I just try to make sure I'm on the same page and having a good time, enjoying myself. Reminds me of Kuala Lumpur, KL. Nice and quiet, little music going, and being able to focus on the market. Another 30 minutes here, and I'll be shutting her down. We'll take a sweep through the house, make sure everything's okay. This is a pretty typical VPOC migration. The problem with it is we were here. We rotated up and now back down, but you see that they put a V bottom here and they're just holding right on this liquidity. Get some wait time here while I'm watching. Hmm. Whoa. Wow. I got a bunch of dumbbells in here and a chin-up bar, stuff like that. Try to do a little bit. Stand-up desks. I never sit down all day. I haven't sat down since 6 o'clock this morning, and we're coming up to 2100. We got 113 contracts at 80 half. 81, I guess. Well, I tell you, they're printing a barcode. Well, that was that. Interesting. I'll leave this live because there was a trade, or public, so there was a trade, and I'll do the usual number on it. Probably in the morning, first thing, as opposed to tonight. I head for bed here pretty quick, the top of the hour. Typically, my workflow is that if there's trades involved in the stream, no matter, good, bad, or indifferent, they stay public. And that's the purpose of the stream. It's my personal journal, my trading journal. So it would be stupid to, who am I gonna kid, me? That's what tickles me so much about these guys that spend all their time, cooking up two accounts and double screens and all this crap. Just be honest. It's so weird. If I take a loss, I take a loss. If I win, I win. If I don't trade, I leave the streams all up. The ones with no trades are unlisted. So if you follow the stream and you're have saved it for later, you can go look at with nothing on them, no trades, but they're all there. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to wind down the stream. I'll leave it live. I mean, I will leave it public, but I'm not going to do the, well, I might do the housekeeping with the everything. Back on at 8 o'clock in the morning for the pre-markets. That should be after PPI, so that be aware.